Hey everybody, Daniel Fusco here, and welcome to today's 2-minute message. So life can be discouraging. It's just kind of part of the way life works. I always like to say that life is messy and Jesus is real. And so all of us have times of discouragement for all different reasons, whether it's work-related or school-related or relationships or family, financial. There's all these different things where things just don't work out the way that we want them to, or they do and they're not quite as fulfilling. So the question becomes, so in a world that's full of discouragement, how do I deal with discouragement? I want to give you 3 simple steps. First, you have to acknowledge that you're discouraged. What I've learned is that good old G.I. Joe is totally right on that. Knowing is half the battle. And so when you're feeling discouraged, it's important to acknowledge that you're discouraged. You say, okay, I am discouraged. That's an important first step because a lot of times discouragement can be going on in the background. We don't acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it, then you need to define it and dissect it, which means like, what is it that's making me discouraged? And when you're dissecting it and you're defining it, we need to be able to see like, okay, so what actually is making me feel discouraged? Once you know what that is, then what you need to do is you need to, confess it and claim the promises of God. And you confess it to the Lord and those safe people in your life who you share those things with. So you confess it and then you claim the promises of God. Because one of the things that I have learned is that when I'm discouraged, oftentimes, the situation is what it is, but I am not living in the light of God's promises, the things that the Bible teaches about what God is up to and what he's going to do. So I kind of take my situation and I remove it from the promises of God. And so once you acknowledge it, and then you define it and dissect it, then you confess it to the Lord and to save people. And then you claim the promises of God so that you realize that in a lot of ways, God isn't asking us to be responsible for everything. We just have our part to play. And then you can move on and you're just rejoicing. So this is what we do. I want you to share this message because we all struggle with discouragement in different ways. And we want people to have the tools to be able to do battle in the right way. And in the comment section, I want you to share a time where you felt discouraged and you walked through a similar type of process and how God moved you through it into a place from discouragement to a place of great courage. And God bless you guys today.